What is up, model railroaders? It's your boy Tanker26. Today I'm going to be trying something new. I'm going to be doing some model railroad reviews of the model trains that I already have and that you yourselves can still purchase on either websites or actually find in your local model train store. So what I have here is the pretty much the set that really started me in getting me to basically what I have now, which is a bit of a miniature empire, if you will. This is the DCC command control starter set from Bachmann. It comes with the two locomotives for which you see here, a Santa Fe red and silver F7T and a blue and yellow Santa Fe GP40. Now, the thing with DCC, and bear in mind I'm not going to go into this in like full detail, that'll be for a later video, but basically on the single loop of track, which there's only one track, I know they're on two separate tracks, but that's because I've got 3 different loops on my table at the moment, and it's a bit of an inconvenience for me to take it all apart and put it back together as if it was the actual set itself. Just because. But basically, I can run these 2 locomotives at the same time on the same track, maybe not even on the same track in this case scenario, and one will not go faster than the other unless I do so via the throttle or the knob, depending on what kind of DCC controller that you have. The Bachmann Easy Command Control Center, like it says, it's easy. It's easy to use, it's simple, but it doesn't do a lot in terms of sound functions, which in later videos I will be reviewing some DCC and sound equipped locomotives that I have myself. Unfortunately, these 2 locomotives here, they don't have that sort of feature, so, don't expect any sounds out of them. Actually, if that's the case, if they were DCC and sound equipped, you would have already been hearing some noise out of them already. So on your Easy Command Control Center, you press the yellow button with the digital address number of whatever you set yours to, and you press the 10 button, it'll turn on the lights. In this case, I was in the digital address for the F7T, and I'm going to switch over to the GP40, turn its headlight on, which is more like a top headlight. Now for the GP40, it also has a second light at the back, and lighting number boards at the back, and it's directional lighting. So basically, so right now it's in forward, so the front headlight of the front of the locomotive is the brighter, but if I flip it in reverse, you might be able to tell there, but there's a little bit of a dimming right there, and that just means the rear light is a little brighter. And speaking of reverse, I'm actually going to reverse the GP40 a little bit here. Also, that's another thing with DCC locomotives, is that they are really smooth runners, and I really like that a lot with DCC locomotives, purely just because they're typically good runners, and I really like having them, even though, compared to DC locomotives, they can be significantly more expensive, but, I mean, that's not something that I'm going to worry about too much, well, at least not for me personally, but, yeah, just please, don't be deterred by the price with DCC and sound locomotives. You're paying extra, but in turn, you're also getting extra out of your locomotive. It's a higher quality locomotive. It's going to last longer. Bachmann products, as you can see there, they're not the best, but for the price that you're typically getting them at, I personally think they're a pretty good deal. So, okay, I'm going to do a bit of a run by of the GP40, the running startup, and you're going to see the 2 freight cars and the caboose that you get in this set. And I'm going to switch over and I'm going to move the F7. And that was the Bachmann DCC starter set. If you want to purchase this set, it is a pretty good deal. You could typically find it online, either via websites or via your online retail hobby store. Retail value, this typically goes up to 400 MSRP, but don't let that scare you, because that is literally just a manufacturer's sale price if you were to buy it from Bachmann itself. If you go to your local mall train shop, I'm sure you can find better deals on it. Certainly find the set a heck of a lot more cheaper than you would for its MSRP. Thank you so much for watching. You know the drill. I hope it was a thrill. Until next time, Motor Railroaders, all aboard!